What's up, guys? It's Toby Rosario. In today's video, I'm going to break down exactly how I was able to secure over 300,000 in unsecured business lines of credit. All right. Before I get started, though, don't forget to subscribe. Hit that bell notification. That way you get notified whenever I post a new video. Also, smash that like button. Smash that like button. All right. So here are the three C's you're going to need in order to get this amount of funding for yourself. Right. Three C's. Number one, cash flow. Number two, collateral, or number three, credit. You're gonna have to bring one of these to the table, right? Let me break down each one by one. So cash flow, banks will plug into your bank account using like Plaid or something like that. And then they want to see deposits. They want to see some sort of cash flow coming in and out of your bank account. Typically, the last 3 months. They want to see last 3 months of bank statements. All right. Second one, collateral, some sort of collateral that you can give up so that way you secure the business funding that you're looking to get, right? Number three, my personal favorite is credit. And the reason I like credit is because it's basically, hey, I give them my resume, hey, here's my credit score, and they tell me, okay, you're approved for X amount, 25,000 in an unsecured business line of credit card, right? And that's why I like it because I don't have to provide any bank statements, no tax returns, any of that. Now, there are a handful of companies or institutions that you can get like a business credit card like a Sam's Club, no PG. There's some like Capital Tap. There's some like Divvy. You're gonna have to provide some sort of bank statements. Capital Tap, you're gonna have to build some sort of business credit score. I have a zero payday score, and I've obtained over 300,000 because I'm personally guaranteeing it. So it's gonna be very hard for you to get any sort of no PG business loan or unsecured business line of credit. Very hard. Like there are some. It's like a handful of companies. I just gave you a few. I'm not gonna go through the whole list, but to me, it's not worth it because I don't want to build a business credit score. I don't have a DUNS number. I don't have any of that. I personally guarantee I got great credit, and I can go next week and get 100,000 just like that in a few days. Right, 7 to 10 days, I can get 100,000 unsecured business lines of credit. All right, so let's start. So I'm assuming you have decent credit score, right? So what banks typically like to look for, a minimum of 680, preferably 740 and above. Preferably because you fall into a different tier once you're at 740, right? But minimum 680. Last 2 years, they don't want to see any derogatory terms, no collections, no charge-offs, no payments, nothing like that in the last 2 years minimum, right? Obviously, preferably no collections. I mean, no late payments ever. But specifically the last 2 years, that's what they're aiming for, right? Um, what else? They like to see credit utilization on your personal side, typically below 10%, because anything above 10% is affecting your credit score. Um, and that's a big part of your overall credit score. Your credit utilization, if you're at 30% or more, it affects your score. Uh, anything a certain percentage is going to affect your credit score overall. That percentage where it falls because they look for utilization, payment history, mix of accounts, age, and things like that. But you want your on your personal side less than 10% utilization. So pay down your credit cards as much as you can before you apply for funding. Now, another thing that you can do is, so there's three tiers of banks. There's national banks, Chase, American Express, Bank of America. Then there's regional banks. Regional banks are banks that are only in certain regions. Uh, then there's local banks that are small banks local to the community, right? All three tiers, right? Tier one, tier two, tier three. Each tier, you can obtain 50 to 100,000 in each tier because you're going to go for rounds of funding. Rounds of funding is basically 3 to 5 banks that you apply for their business products. It can be business credit card. It can be a business line of credit, which is totally different than a business credit card. A business line of credit is basically cash in a bank. So if you get approved for 20,000, they give you a business line of credit. It's in the bank. It's cash in the bank. You don't have to. It's not a credit card it's not a credit card like one of these, right? A business line of credit. Typically, you have to have a business for 2 years. It can go up to 50,000. No doc, no bank statements, no docs, no nothing at all, no tax returns. They go strictly off your credit profile. Most banks are like that, right? if you go above 50,000, they start to question. The underwriter wants to see tax returns. They want to see bank statements. They want to see deposits, right? But uh, but that's a different topic, right? But strictly, we're talking about you can get a new LLC. You can create a new LLC if your credit. You get an LLC EIN, business bank account. You can apply for business credit cards right away. You can apply. You can go to the first tier, Chase. I would start off with Chase, American Express, Bank of America. You can easily get within that first round, which 3 to 5 banks, you can easily get anywhere between 10 all the way up to 35,000 that first round, because each bank you can apply for 2 business credit cards for each bank. American Express, you can apply for 14 cards, all with one hard inquiry. The great thing about American Express is once you're approved, they don't pull your credit again. It's a soft pull. So if you apply for a new credit card, it's a soft pull. Chase, it's a hard pull. Bank of America. So what you want to do is you want to go for rounds of funding. So your first round, you can go to a small bank. Small banks are great because their underwriting is in-house. It's not like it's an automated system, mostly like Chase, American Express, and Bank of America. Local banks, they're in-house, meaning they do their own underwriting. They have their own guidelines. It's not like a cookie cutter box algorithm like a Chase or a Bank of America. An underwriter, you can actually speak to the underwriter. You can get more information and ask them why your credit application was denied. It's a lot more lenient as well because they're incentivized to fund local businesses or fund businesses. So let's just say you start with a local bank. You can apply for credit unions. Credit unions are great because typically they offer lower interest rates than a big bank. It's their own money, so those are great. And what you want to do is you want to also another hack that you can do is ask them if you apply for multiple credit products within that credit application. Can it be strictly? It's called double dipping. Can it be strictly that one hard inquiry? A lot of credit and small banks, credit unions and small banks, you can apply for multiple products same day or within a 30-day span and use one inquiry to apply for as many products as you can. So that's another hack that you guys can do. So what I did was I did first tier, Chase, American Express, Bank of America. Applied 3 to 5 products, got approved, removed the inquiries. Then I went for regional banks, banks that are in certain regions. Then removed the inquiries. Then I went to local banks, removed the inquiries. So you can do 3 to 4 rounds in 1 year if you're doing it correctly. And that's how you can do it. But the other hack is that's just one LLC. That's just one LLC. All right, guys. So if you guys are interested in more in this kind of information, click comment below and let me know if you're looking to get some sort of, if you're interested in this type of content, type in the comments business funding, and I'll do more videos on how you can get these types of, these secret hacks on how to get business funding, unsecured business lines of credit. And the best part is you use this money to invest into assets. You don't want to use this money to invest into liabilities. This isn't, you're not going to borrow money, get into debt to buy Gucci, Louis Vuitton. You want to invest this money because it's other people's money and you come out of pocket zero. You can invest into something passively or a real estate like I've done or e-commerce, and then pay back the money you borrowed. And then after you pay back that money, everything is profit. Comment below business funding. That's my time. My name's Toby Rosario. Peace.